Depends on the types of action we're talking about. So, for example, when it comes to civic action, so voting for environmental issues, donating money to environmental charities, that kind of stuff, it tends to be younger people who are more active in that civic space, and also women tend to be more active than men. Possibly because of things like, for example, it's now become normal. We see it on the news that youth across the world are worried about climate change. So it's now becomes a bit more normal for the youth to be active in that space. I think also too, it's one of those behaviours where they feel like they have some control. It's something they can do. For example, if they're not in a position to put solar panels on their house, it's something they can do. If they're not in charge of decision making around what appliances are in their home, this is something they can do in that civic space. So for that age group, it can sometimes be one of the things that they think they can do that is actually really beneficial. When it comes to other behaviours, we see some other things slightly different. So, for example, women tend to be more likely, for example, to change their diet to help address climate change as opposed to men. Whereas men, for example, might be reducing their petrol use in their car. So it varies across the different behaviours as to who might be doing what, and partly, again, depending on what life stage they're at and where they're geographically located. Are they even in a place where public transport's available, for example?